Hi Gemini, this is your forecast for the month of May 2017. This is a general reading for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, or Gemini Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. You can watch your reading in 3 different ways: the full extended monthly, or for just the energy influence, watch the brief. Or if you prefer, watch the weekly for the upcoming week. Weeklies also make it easy for you to review information you may have forgotten in the full reading. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Google+, and Instagram. Please also check out my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/on-demand/finding-love for monthly love readings. So, Gemini, this first week of May, you are concerned with holding on to something. Now, maybe you're being very possessive, or you're trying to protect something that's yours, but you're being very territorial. You may even be trying to block some change. You want to keep the status quo. This is a week that focuses on your financial security, gaining money, maybe some issue of ownership, or seeking some type of guarantee in some way. But you want to protect your resources, whatever those may be. Now, this doesn't have to necessarily be financial. For some of you, you're trying to protect your heart. This could be a week, though, of successfully establishing some kind of business enterprise, because you are seeking to attain success or recognition. And this is a very good week for you to explore possibilities that could lead to some type of financial boost for you in some way. You're being very practical and very realistic in how you deal with people and situations, and that is serving you. But for some of you, again, you're holding on to something, and it may be time to stop struggling, to accept a situation for what it is. You are looking at how you are spending and investing your resources, whether you're being too tight or you're being too free with your emotions, your time, or your resources. And you're going to confront situations that remind you that you're going to have to make some choices, that you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You won't be able to do things, in 2 opposite ways. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a week where you are having to take on more financial responsibility. Something is going to happen where you're having to take on other people's problems, their issues, or maybe you're having to care for someone. Some of you, you're dealing with situations on the job where there's some issues, some type of setbacks or challenges, and some of you are dealing with some emotional or medical issues of your own. Now, again, maybe this is a week where you're dealing with bankers or banks, financial institutions, or wealthy people, and so you could be being very miserly. Maybe you're afraid of, there's a fear of poverty or some kind of problem with your budget, or there's, your financial security is at risk. There could have even been some poor fiscal choices that you've made, or some unnecessary and wasteful spending. But this is a week where you may be taking on obligations, burdens, or problems by choice, specifically because you're trying too hard to either avoid a situation or to achieve something. Now, because this is a very self-oriented card, almost bordering on selfish, you're going to have to be careful of being excessively, self-concerned or self-absorbed, because that's going to limit you from being objective about a situation and seeing it clearly, and then you're likely to blow it out of proportion. And you're also, apt to discover that, again, something that you're holding on to, whatever it is or whomever it is costing you way more than it's worth. So, again, this is looking at where you are limiting yourself by virtue of the choices you are making in connection to your emotional or financial security.